Something called loot boxes in video games have come under scrutiny in multiple countries. Consumer groups warn they could be psychologically manipulative and lead to gambling. NTD's Sean Marshall has more.
Could your child be addicted to video game loot boxes? Or maybe you've been psychologically affected from playing video games and haven't realized it. Loot boxes can be like lottery tickets in video games. They're randomized digital items that you either spend money for, find while playing, or earn through accomplishing tasks.
Video game companies are not looking out for our kids. They are just greedy, trying to make money every which way they can.
Dr. Carole Lieberman is a psychiatrist and author who has studied the effects of video games on human behavior.
Loot boxes are basically using the system of intermittent reward that psychologists learned about years ago, that this is how to create a greater addiction, an addiction that is more difficult to extinguish, more resilient.
In a study done by Statista, loot boxes are projected to generate over $20 billion in annual revenue by 2025, up from an estimated $15 billion in 2020.
When you can play video games for free, loot boxes is a way for the video game companies to make money, even if players are at a system where they can play the game for free. So they're getting the money through the back end.
20 consumer groups from 18 European countries are launching a coordinated action against authorities to pass regulations on loot boxes. The Norwegian Consumer Council published a 59-page document that uses FIFA 22 and Raid Shadow Legends as case studies for showing how loot boxes can manipulate consumers by exploiting cognitive biases and vulnerabilities through deceptive design, and using layers of virtual currencies to mask or distort real-world monetary costs. Those are just a couple out of the many grievances they've included in the report. Belgium and the Netherlands have made loot box laws that recently blocked free-to-play game Diablo Immortal from being released in their countries. The groups Fair Play, Center for Digital Democracy, and 13 other organizations urge the Federal Trade Commission to probe the EA game FIFA Unlimited team. Sean Marshall, NTD News.